Only thing they care about when it comes to illegal immigrants is their votes in the future, hoping that they could make no voter ID or maybe make the illegal immigrants into citizens. Either way, that's all they wanted, is so that way they could stay in office. They wanted their votes and they want cheap labor because they don't have to pay illegal immigrants as much as they have to pay American citizens to do the same jobs. It's essentially slavery, a modern day form of slavery. By the way, the Democrats were the original Confederates, if you didn't know that. And I guess they're going back to their roots, right? And now another thing I wanted to say. You could call Trump whatever you want. I don't care. You could hate Trump. I support him. You could hate him. I don't care. But when you start calling all Trump supporters Nazis, misogynists, all these other names that you're calling us fascists, like, come on, bro, I'm a Trump supporter. So you're calling me a Nazi, you're calling me a fascist. I know a lot of good people that are Trump supporters and you're calling us all this shit. And it's not true. First of all, you probably don't even know what the Nazi regime was, what they did, how many people they murdered and slaughtered. Did you know Adolf Hitler, not only was he putting Jews in concentration camps, he was also putting his own people that worked for him, his own Nazi whatever you want to call it, government people, whatever the fuck, Nazi people that would disagree with him, he would throw them in concentration camps. So if Trump was truly a Nazi or fascist dictator, the shit that you're trying to say, then why is The View still on TV? Why is CNN still on TV? MSNBC, ABC? Because this is America and he's not a Nazi or all these things you're calling him. We have the freedom of speech. That don't matter if you're a Republican, a Democrat, whether you're a radical Republican or radical Democrat, you still have the freedom of speech to speak your views. And that's why all these radical left shows are still on the air. Trust me, if anybody were to speak up, especially on air, about Adolf Hitler during the Nazi days, the 1930s and 40s in Germany, they would have been sent to a concentration camp quick. And all these protests, no kings and whatever you want to name them, they have different names. They're all funded mostly by George Soros and other people, but I don't want to get into that. My whole point in this, do you think that there was people able to hit the streets and protest against the Nazi regime when Hitler was the leader of Nazi Germany? No, bro, no. They would have been sent to concentration camps or killed on the spot. So trying to compare President Trump to Nazi Germany and Adolf Hitler, or the Soviet Union and Joseph Stalin, or Mussolini in Italy, all these dictators that they try to compare him to, none of this is accurate. Now, like I said, I didn't want to make a long video, so I'm going to let you go. I didn't even know what I was going to talk about. I just talked about what was on my mind. Subscribe to my channel to learn more.